Hey guys, what's going on? It's Possum here, and today I'm going to be joining the discussion about the Minecraft PvP system. So to help me with this conversation, I'm going to bring out my trusty Minecraft sword. It lights up. Aren't I cool, guys? I'm super cool. All Minecraft YouTubers need one of these. So this is my Minecraft diamond sword that I'm going to be using to help talk about the PvP system. So there's two big types of PvP that are still popular on servers. There's 1.8 and 1.9 plus. I'm not going to get into 1.7 because that's irrelevant for the conversation. But basically, 1.8 is you can hit I'll demonstrate. You can hit super fast, just keep hitting, and there's no hit delay. And then you can also block hit, which is when you have your sword kind of like you're blocking your opponent like this. Or you see YouTubers, including myself, do that. That's 1.8 PvP. And then 1.9 plus, they added shields, and they also added something called hit delay. So when you hit, you have to wait. I'm not sure the exact time, but there's a delay between each hit. So instead of going like hit, you can go hit, wait. And so a lot of competitive PvP servers like Mineplex I'm not gonna say Mineplex is the most competitive. That's just the first one that came into my head. But say Bad Lion is a good example. Competitive PvP servers, they have 1.8 PvP because it's a lot more fast paced and people enjoy it more. So the struggle is when servers are trying to support the newer versions and the older versions. Essentially, there are people running on the different PvP systems, and they have to get custom plugins to try and fix it, and it ends up just a lot of times making it worse. So let's just see what this guy has to say. This is on the official Minecraft feedback website. I'll leave a link in the description, but it says, the way PvP works is just too large of an issue with many popular servers, and I feel like it should be remediated. My idea is simple. A setting that allows you to switch between 1.8 and 1.9 on PvP style, and 1.9. Hang on, what is this? What is this? Switch between 1.8 and 1.9 and on PvP styles. Do you do words? Do you do logic? This will also be part of the server.properties file, therefore forcing the chosen PvP style on all members of the server without clunky, laggy plugins. This would help so many servers finally move on from supporting 1.8 and use all the newer features to their full extent. Please consider adding this in the future update. This would be very helpful. So I'll leave a link in this below so you can vote. There's only 133 votes on this, which I'm surprised about considering how huge of an issue this is. So we're going to talk about server settings. I feel like, and I may be completely wrong, but a lot of single player people it's not as big a deal to them. The only time they might have an issue is when they're fighting mobs, but it's a little different when you're fighting actual people. The strategies are a lot more dominant, and so it's kind of more server based, I guess. So I personally am a supporter of servers moving to newer versions so they can utilize all the awesome features, like several years worth of bug fixes and lag fixes and stuff, but also the new features like Elytra builders can have less constraints and use newer blocks like the terracotta or the different types of blocks they have, especially with the new update, I think it's 1.14, the aqua update, where they're adding stuff like dolphins and a bunch of water changes and stuff. I think this would be a perfect opportunity for servers to switch so that they can utilize these features in their games and make it easier for developers who would no longer have to support 5 major versions of Minecraft. So I think this is a good idea, having a way to switch between the two, if not just outright getting rid of 1.9 PvP. But I'm just going to read through some of the comments. I'm just curious to see what people think. So you can't see them, but I'll just read them. Someone says, I think the cooldown should be removed and leave everything else, like shields and stuff. That's an interesting idea. I guess the good thing about shields, although servers don't really utilize this, are that they are good in terms of preventing bow spamming, which is a real issue. especially in games like Cake Wars, where bows are such a huge part of the strategy. So if you have a shield and someone tries to shoot you, instead of you just like falling to your death, you can actually have a chance to block it. So that's an interesting idea. Game rule PvP mode 1.9 true/false. Yeah, I mean a game rule would work just as well, although I'm not sure the server side stuff for that, since the servers have a lot of different. I'm not quite sure how that would work, but I think it should work fine. This is cute. From Green Plain 8782. I love this idea! Exclamation point. Because of this, all players would be happy. I'm not gonna say all players would be happy, but that pretty much sums up what I'm talking about. And these are all commented today, so this is still really new and important. Flandry SS. That S's are dollar signs. I can't tell. I'm blind, guys. I need my glasses. I need the glasses so I can see what I'm doing with my life. Alright, that's better. I'm pretty sure those are S's. Alright, cool. Whatever. I agree to add an option. At least make it an option in normal mode, but on in. Huh? I agree, add an option to it, comma. At least make option in normal mode, but on with a capital O in hardcore. Option in server properties is also a plus. No doubt that's a good idea. There's no good/bad for 1.9 combat, but many people doesn't like it. So make an opinion to turn it off/on is a really good idea. Turn it on if you like it, off when you don't want it. Grammar issues aside, that's a pretty reasonable statement. Alright, I'm probably going to read through a few more. This is a very long one, so I think I'm going to read through this. I don't get what's bad. I don't get what is the bad for the 1.9 combat. I love it and enjoy the new combat system a lot. In my opinion, the 1.9 combat system makes more sense than the previous spam clicking and made fighting more fun by increasing tactics and any turning point, rather than the previous engage, spam, and run and dodge fight. However, I think the combat system could have some improvements based on the current system, including slightly reducing the cooldown time, the ability to block with a sword when a shield is not equipped. Also, I suggest adding 3 new mechanics called counterattack, breaking defend, and wound and anger. Okay, I think this is getting more into some strategy stuff that I don't really need, but I guess they're basically saying that they strongly believe that the 1.8 mechanism should not be made again, as it's too boring to play with, that every single fight depended on armor and weapon stat and who attacked first. That's essentially what they were saying. I have heard the argument a lot about jitter clicking, but I know people say it, like, they say when they jitter click, they can't get proper aim on their opponent, so instead they use other tactics such as, like, moving around their opponent and trying to dodge and stuff. I know Technoblade is very good at PvP, and he doesn't click that fast, so he's a good example of that. So, I don't know, 1.8, 1.9, it's kind of, there's no, like, one, I don't know, I guess that makes sense, but it just doesn't. When it comes to servers, 1.8 is by far one of the best versions. And so the problem why servers aren't switching is because I think if all of the servers switched, so people had to play on all their servers on the same version, it wouldn't be a huge deal. But no server wants to be the first one to switch, because they know if they are and the other servers don't follow them, they're going to lose out on a lot of money, and they're going to lose out on a lot of popularity, so they're not going to risk it. Like, I think with CubeCraft, they used to not have 1.8 support, and when they added it, they grew rapidly. So I can understand why servers are reluctant to change. I'm gonna read a few more. I want 18 PvP, but leave the swipes as critical hits and also leave dual wielding in the game. All in all, I love 1.9 except for the cooldown. Alright, and then one more. This is from Pear docs 1. This is actually not a great idea. Although it solves your issue, it does not solve the larger problem at hand. The problem is that there are enough players that enjoy 1.9 and or 1.8, and thus they will need to keep both to avoid alienating half the player base. If they choose to keep both, they must balance the game for both styles of combat, which is incredibly tricky to do. This is also not solve the problem with 1.8 or 1.9, those being quickly 1.8 is not exactly intuitive, requires a lot of time to pick up as well, and literally relies on exploiting hitbox issues and plugins that allow it, and 1.9 being too slow for PvP, although actually very nice for player versus environment, and being a shell of a combat system. The best solution, in my opinion, is to add way more depth to 1.9. Give players faster ways to combat that are equally balanced with slower paced ways. Example, a dagger weapon that does less damage, has a faster cooldown, but also does extra damage from behind, making it very important to strafe with the weapon. Or another weapon that bypasses shields completely, giving tanky builds more counters. All this does, although many players want it, is further split up the community and create more problems for the game. This is why Mojang has not done this and will harm the game rather than benefit it. That's actually a really interesting post. A lot of people are kind of talking about how they want more complex PvP, but I don't think that's what Minecraft should do, because Minecraft isn't designed to be one of those, like, it was never intended to be a fighting game. It was intended to be a game where you can either try and survive or build anything you want, and servers have changed it into a bit of a fighting game, but it's not like having all these different like weapons and combat ways, and like, oh, this weapon does better from behind, and servers individually can do that. I know in Mineplex's Hunger Games, they have a bunch of kits that have kind of custom stuff. Like, with this kit, you do more damage when people are in chests and stuff. But on Minecraft's end, I think one of the things that's awesome about it is it's really simple, and like it's designed for anyone, any age, to be able to do anything they want. You're the center of your own universe, really, in Minecraft. So I'm gonna have to probably disagree with that. But alright, this has been awesome talking about this. I know this is a huge controversial topic, so I want you guys to comment in the comments. I want you guys to comment down below what you think of this change. Do you think, or not really this change, but should this be changed? How about that? This potential change, should they have an option to switch between 1.8 and 1.9? And if yes, why do you think that's a good idea? And if no, why do you think that's a bad idea? I just want to know what you guys think. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Peace out. Have a fantastic day. I'll see you in another video. Bye. Bye, guys.